One of these Mazda Miatas can hit 300,000 miles without a fight. One of them can't, and most owners have no idea which is which. This is every generation of the Mazda MX-5 Miata, ranked honestly by how long they actually last. Not how they look, not how they drive, but which one truly survives the longest without falling apart on you. Stick around, because the generation everyone assumes is the toughest, it's not even close to first place, and the one people love to hate might surprise you too. Let's rank them, worst to best. The MX-5 has been around since 1989, 4 generations, over 35 years. And somehow almost every single one of them is still considered reliable by owners and mechanics alike. But reliable isn't the same as lasts the longest. And that difference is exactly what we're breaking down today. We're starting at the bottom. Number 4, the original NA, built from 1989 to 1997. This is the car that started it all. Pop-up headlights, featherweight body. The Miata that made the whole world fall back in love with simple sports cars. No turbochargers, no complicated electronics. Just a basic 4-cylinder engine and a stick shift. Here's the twist though. The NA's biggest enemy isn't its engineering. It's time. These cars are now over 30 years old. Front ball joints on pre-94 models are known to wear out. Timing belts need replacing without excuse. And the crank pulley and keyway can fail if it's ever been neglected. None of that means the NA is poorly built. It means age catches up to every car eventually. Even a legend. Parts get brittle. Rubber dries out. Owners who skip maintenance on an older car pay for it eventually. And the NA is old enough now that skipped maintenance really shows. But that's only part of the story, because the next generation flips the script completely. Number 3, the NC, built from 2006 to 2015. This is the Miata most enthusiasts love to hate. Bigger, heavier, softer styling than fans wanted. It grew up, added airbags, added safety tech, and lost some of that go-kart lightness people loved about the original. And here's where it gets interesting. The NC actually has real weak points: roof leaks, battery drain, clutch and gearbox grinding on higher mileage cars. Early models even had knock sensors fail before their time. So why isn't it dead last? Because underneath the bigger body, Mazda quietly improved the chassis, the metal quality, and the paint durability. This generation rusts less than the ones before it. The frame can take more abuse. It just needs more attention to the wear parts around it. The roof seals, the electronics, the clutch. The NC isn't fragile, it's just needy. Treat it right, and later model years especially can go the distance without drama. And this is where things get interesting, because Generation 2 is about to surprise you. Number 2, the NB, built from 1998 to 2005. This is the generation most Miata owners quietly call the toughest daily driver in the lineup. No pop-up headlights, firmer suspension, a slightly bigger 1.8-liter engine, and a chassis that many owners push past 200,000 miles without a major rebuild. Mazda took everything simple about the NA and just made it a little tighter, a little stronger, a little more resistant to wear. Its problems? Ignition coil packs failing over time, occasional misfires, and yes, that famously stubborn convertible top that loves to get stuck halfway. But mechanically, this is a workhorse. Simple parts, easy repairs. Few electronics to fail in the first place. Parts are cheap, mechanics know the platform inside and out, and there's barely anything on this car that can't be fixed in an afternoon in your own garage. Nobody expected the boring middle generation to age this well, but here it is, sitting at number 2. But this changes everything, because the generation that beats it is the one nobody saw coming. Number 1, the ND, built from 2016 to today. This is the current Miata, And despite being the newest, most tech-loaded generation in Mazda's history, it's also proving to be the longest lasting. Here's why. The ND's 2.0-liter Skyactiv engine is famously over-engineered. Even the most powerful version barely cracks 200 horsepower, which means the motor is barely working hard at all under normal driving. An engine that isn't stressed is an engine that lasts. Mazda basically built a motor with far more capability than the car ever asked it to use. Add in a stiffer chassis, high-strength steel and aluminum construction, and Mazda's decades of lessons learned from the NA, NB, and NC, and you get a car built to outlast everything before it. Every mistake made on the earlier generations became a lesson baked directly into this one. Is the ND perfect? No. Electronics remain its one real weak spot, and early 2016 models had more complaints than later years. If long-term reliability is the goal, most experts point you toward 2018 and newer, once Mazda had ironed out the early kinks. But get a well-cared-for ND, and this might be the toughest Miata Mazda has ever built. So here's the final ranking. 4th place, the NA, legendary but aging with the years now working against it. 3rd place, the NC, tough underneath but needy on the surface and easy to overlook. 2nd place, the NB, the quiet workhorse nobody talks about enough, sitting there getting overlooked while quietly outlasting expectations. And 1st place, the ND, the newest generation somehow built to last the longest, proving that more technology doesn't always mean more fragility. Here's the real twist though. Every single one of these generations can hit high mileage if you take care of it properly. Mazda didn't build a single bad Miata in 35 years of making this car. What separates them isn't reliability at its core. It's how much babying each one demands to actually get there, and how forgiving each one is if you fall behind on maintenance. So which Miata should you actually buy? If you want nostalgia and don't mind a little maintenance, the NA still has soul nobody else can copy, even if it needs some love these days. If you want the toughest, simplest daily driver, the NB is still hiding in plain sight, cheap and criminally underrated. If you want space and don't mind roof leaks, the NC will surprise you once the wear parts are sorted out. And if you want the version built to go the distance with the least amount of fuss, the ND, especially 2018 and newer, is the one to beat. So, which generation do you own? Or which one would you actually pick if you were buying your first Miata today? Drop your generation in the comments below. NA, NB, NC, or ND. I genuinely want to know which one you're driving and how many miles it's got on it. And if this video helped you understand your Miata a little better, hit subscribe right now for more deep dives into the cars people love the most, generation by generation. See you in the next one.